Welcome to Shonen Flop Chibi, First Impressions mini episode where we talk about the first chapter of the series we'll be covering in depth next week with our guest, Henry Gilbert. I'm Jordan, and with me today, as usual, is my lovely co-host, David. Say hi, David.
Hi, David.
What a manly voice, David.
Yes, I'm super strong and manly.
Super strong and manly and 15. What series are we covering this week, David?
We're not talking about Bakugan. We're talking about Bakudan.
Or Bakuman. Very important. And apparently this is one of many series called Bakudan.
Bakugan with the wind. I'm just imagining a mashup of Bakugan with the wind, and they recast Gone with the Wind with Bakudan characters. Bakugan characters. It's like, what is it? I can't freaking believe it, the Naruto Family Guy.
What?
That's a fictional podcast inspired by Domance Dawn, which is a real podcast by friend of the show, Luke Hare, with their One Piece Simpsons mashup.
I can't freaking believe it.
Yeah, what? That's what I thought of to call the Family Guy Naruto mashup.
That's really good.
Oh, man. All right, maybe we'll ask Luke if he wants to do a bonus episode on that.
That's the April Fool's episode. That's what that is.
Yeah, there we go. All right, Jordan, tell us about the series.
So this is Bakudan, written by Akira Miyashita from 1994-1995. 17 chapters and 2 volumes. Yeah, 94 to 95, honestly, later than I expected. I thought this was like 80s. So it's like...
Nope.
But the point is, I knew it was at least 30 years old. So...
Which is how old the protagonist looks.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. What a powerful child.
Yeah, I just got even, we'll get a little bit, even Jotaro's like, dude, you gotta, like, chill, man.
I made a note of that. Let's get into the first chapter plot summary.
Let's get into the frickin' plot summary, Lois.
Goddamn freaking sweet plot summary, Lois! Baku Ryosuke, aka Bakudan, is the biggest, toughest 15-year-old boy ever. He makes Jotaro look like Shigechi. After beating up like a bazillion guys, he gets arrested and declares at his trial that he's gonna go pro and be the best Yakuza in Japan. The judge sends him to teen jail, and we flash forward 2 years to the annual Yakuza draft.
Yeah, I love it. It's legitimately like it's like the football draft.
It's legit like the NBA or NFL draft. Like, it's insane. And a guy explains to his boss why they should select Bakudan in the first round. And he goes into a highlight reel of the 2 years he spent at juvie. So for the next part, listener, I want you to imagine that I am a 7-year-old boy telling you about my really cool cousin who you start to suspect doesn't actually exist. So, like, on his first day, Bakudan goes up in front of all the guys, and using his smartness, he was able to tell who the real boss of all the prison guys was. He then got in a big fight and beat up all the guys, but then there was a fire, and the prisoners were stuck in a burning dungeon. So Bakudan, he grabbed a handcuff, and he punched through the stone, and all of the guys were able to get through, but the building fell on Bakudan. Everyone was looking for him, and they were so sad because they thought he died, but they thought he died. So they were all crying, but then they moved a big rock and he was alive. Then all the prisoners were happy, and the boss of the prisoners said that he should be the boss now. Popcorn David.
The story convinces the Yakuza boss to draft Bakudan. He sends some of his cronies to pick Bakudan up from jail, and Bakudan is such a dick that cronies decide to send him on his first mission. His job is to go into a gym and get rid of the guy in there that won't leave so they can basically finish taking the property. Bakudan goes in and sees a massive dude with boxing gloves. He's just kind of like aura farming with boxing gloves on.
Yeah, he's just sitting there looking tough.
Yeah, and then when Bakudan touches his heavy bag, the dude punches him really, 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 really hard. And he tells Bakudan he wasn't even serious. Oh man, this is gonna be some fight. So Jordan, what are your first impressions on this?
Hell yeah!
Yeah, this is so fucking cool. This is like, I really hope this is what I really hope this is what we thought Takeki Ryusei was gonna be.
This is like Saint Muscle meets Cyber Blue in some ways, like where it's where it's like it's so fucking stupid but awesome. Like,
imagine it's like what did the cover art is, like a school teacher teaching them all like these giant 16-year-olds, and it's like a classroom, and then you have like him and Josuke, and like I forget if the guy from Takeki Ryusei was giant, but I mean, he picked up a whale. So,
Yeah.
you just imagine it's like in normal students are trying to like around these 6'5", 15-year-olds.
Or all the other students are like normal size, and then just one dude is like 10 feet tall.
Yeah, there we go. Okay,
Yeah,
maybe that'll be the cover.
yeah.
You think about it. I think you have a lot of things you can think of for this one.
But yeah, no, it's like this whole thing where, oh man, this cool delinquent, he wants to be Hokage, except Hokage is the biggest, baddest Yakuza guy. This is classic fucking manga.
Yeah.
This is like fucking, like, again, I was surprised to learn it came out so late in like 94. This is some 80s manga shit.
Yeah.
This kind of thing started to go out of style in the 90s, where it was like, maybe that's what killed it. It came out too late.
Yeah, well, like Yu Yu Hakusho, this was starting to become the twink era.
Yeah, like, it started changing in the middle of part 4. When did part 4 come out?
Part 4 came out around like 95. I think the Super Nintendo wasn't out when it came out. Diamond is some break. 1992.
Oh, yeah. So, for those who aren't aware of this, famously at the beginning of part 4, Josuke is fucking massive. And by the end of it, he's a twink, which I think very clearly shows the progression of like stylistic sensibilities in manga.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this came out after part 4. So, yeah, this style was already on the way out when this came out.
But hell yeah.
But hell fucking yeah. You know what? Sometimes it's fun to read about just the toughest, biggest guy. Yeah, I just want to read a manga about the biggest, toughest guy doing the toughest, dumbest, strongest shit. Yeah, like this guy is a bad enough dude to rescue the president, but he wouldn't rescue the president because he's a bad dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, that's why...
From ninjas.
See, that's why that game was so was such a challenge, because like by definition, to be that bad enough of a dude, you probably aren't going to be the type of person to rescue the president. Actually, it was Ronald Reagan, so never mind. But yeah.
Yep. God. Anyway, I also want to say this had some pretty interesting paneling, especially this is at the very most basic level of computer assistance, if that, Yeah. Like to see some nice triangular panels is cool.
I would be surprised if there was computer usage in this. Mm-hmm. But also, like, the art is not realistic.
Not at all.
Not at all. Very dynamic.
Oh, yeah. And I bet, though, MaxyBee's going to be, like, the scans, like, because older scans like this usually fuck the art up because they were, like, trying to make it easier to see.
Yeah.
You know how we've read it where MaxyBee's, like, the actual art is way better. Like, what was it, Gaika? What was that shitty one by the Bobobo guy?
Oh, Chagacha.
Chagacha, yeah. Where he was, like, Chagacha looks way better raw because the scanlations, like, tried to use, like, a burn effect to make it, like, for some reason, it just looks like shit.
But yeah, also, like, man, this script, this is also old school translation where they just throw in a bunch of slurs and curse words that probably weren't exactly how it was in Japanese. But I want to outline my favorite panel in the whole thing, which is a close-up on a guy's face, and he's like, "You can't swallow what you already spit out, so watch what you say, queer. There are plenty of pussies who've left through the back door because they got one pronoun wrong." Which I know what he's saying. What he's saying?
Yeah, but it sounds very progressive.
Yeah, what he's saying is that, like, if you call somebody Chan when you're supposed to say San, you're gonna get fucking killed, so watch your back. But what it sounds like is what conservatives think it's like to be on a college campus.
Yeah.
Where it's like...
It's so crazy. Can you imagine that? It's like anti-turf squad. It's all these 6'5" linebackers. Be like, hey, these are the people where they say, if you mess with my trans homies, your pronouns are gonna be was-were. These are the people who, like, just wearing shirts that say that and they really mean it.
Which, by the way, that is the Body Improvement Club.
That's true. Oh, yeah. Man, I love those guys.
I love those guys so much.
They would definitely be trans rights.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, this fucking series.
And the other thing is, like, I get the slurs are stupid, but honestly, if you're, like, talking about, like, 17-year-olds in juvie, they're probably talking like that, to be honest.
Oh, no, it didn't really bother me because, yeah, of course they would do that. Like, they're 17-year-old delinquents in the 90s? Yes. Are you kidding me? They are using all sorts of slurs. They're making all kinds of gay jokes and shit like that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, also, I like the bomb imagery when he thinks to steal the cuffs. Did you see how it was like a wake of a... Which I don't think that imagery was used anywhere else in this series, in this chapter, but I thought it was still actually kind of cool, and I hope it comes back.
They didn't have, like, the drawing of a bomb, but they mentioned how his fuse is lit. That's why they call him the bomb. He's the bomb.com, David.
That's true.
Since 1994.
Yeah. And then I love the mainly tears.
Oh, God. All the prisoners started crying.
Yeah, and everyone claps.
So fucking good.
Fuck, this series is good.
I would also like to point out, they mention over and over again, oh man, he fucking killed all those guys, but it seems like every time was hyperbole, because he's not in jail for murder. He's not in jail for, like, they're like, he literally committed manslaughter, but he's not there for manslaughter. He's not there for actually killing anybody. So it's
he
like...
He just beat the shit out of a lot of people.
He just beat the shit out of people. As far as we know, Bakudan has never killed anybody.
Yeah.
He just beat them half to death, essentially.
Yeah. Also, my last note is, so they are making a lot of slurs. They're also pretty racist with the portrayal, because Jordan didn't know it as a person of color who runs the boxing gym.
No, it was very clearly, he was a boxer. They mentioned, oh, he's not Japanese. And I think back then, if you said boxer to a Japanese person, they could only conceptualize Mike Tyson.
Yeah, it's the Street Fighter 2 way of boxing.
Yeah, I will say, not the most racist depiction of a black person I've seen in manga.
Yeah, remember Robot Laser Beam?
Yeah, which came out like 20 years later.
It
So,
sure did.
I mean, he looks like Barrett, kind of.
Oh, Barrett, man, he's so cool.
He's so cool. But yeah, no, it's just, that's there.
Yeah. Did you have anything else, though?
Oh, man, the draft.
God, I can't wait. Imagine if the entire thing is about the draft. It's so good.
It really is. Like, they walk in and they have a picture of all the quote-unquote rookies on the wall, and it's like, we do this because otherwise we'd fight to the death over who would join our squad, and it's like, oh my god. Yeah.
Oh god. All right, and then Jordan, I don't think we have to discuss it. We both finished this series.
Give me more. I gotta read more.
It's a shame we read Cyber Blue this year. It's going to have some strong competition
Yeah.
with floppies. Speaking of, we are taking nominees for floppy topics.
What? Wait, what? You have to leave that in, Dylan.
Okay, yeah, we're taking floppy topics. Anyway, Jordan, what's going to happen next?
Floppy toppy. Fuck.
Get your floppy toppies.
Oh, God. The boxer that he's fighting joins his squad.
Of course.
I don't think he ever definitively, explicitly kills anybody.
Yeah.
I'm not saying nobody dies, but I don't think that Bakudan actually does it. And then my last one is he crushes a gun in his hand at some point, which I chose because David already took my guess for the third. Yeah, which is similar. So
yeah. It's going to be like that scene with Batman The Dark Knight Returns where he just breaks a shotgun over his hands, which is physically impossible to do.
This is the weapon of our enemy. We don't use it.
All right. And then my guesses are he gets his ass beat a lot. He's going to meet a girl that makes him want to get out of the Yakuza lifestyle. And someone is going to pull a weapon on him. And as Jordan said, he'll have some bullshit about how it's weak to use weapons or something and then beat his ass anyway.
Yeah, that was my original guess, and then I went on and saw David already guess that. I'm like, God damn it. But my only addendum is after he says that, he grabs the gun and crushes it in his hand.
He crushed it like a paper ball.
Yeah, pretty much.
That would be so funny. He just turns it into like a ball and hands it back. Or he turns it into like a little... What if he turns it... It's like an origami. It's like a little swan and he hands it.
God.
All right. And then, Jordan, what's your power word?
Mob, because man, this guy beats
Psycho 100.
Yeah, this guy beats up a mob of guys, and he's joining the mob, and
he's just posing with the Body Improvement Club.
Yeah, shit, maybe that's the cover art. I don't know.
One of my favorite details is like one of the dudes in the Body Improvement Club was like the second highest GPA in his school. When they had everyone's like averages, he was like number 2. I think everyone in the Body Improvement Club was like at least like a C+ student.
I love the Body Improvement Club.
They're so good.
They're so good.
All right. He's so cool.
Yeah.
All right. And then my word is beat, because I think this is pretty by the beat, and he's going to get his ass beat a lot, or he's going to beat some ass, or get some sloppy floppies.
He's definitely going to beat some ass.
Hell yeah. All right, and let's get into the Q&A, where, as a reminder, we give writers who haven't a question answered before or in a long time. You can post your questions in the Questions for Shonen Flop channel on our Discord. And yeah, I think I'm a little stuffed, so let me blow my nose.
Aw, I was sick last week, and now David's sick this week.
Oh, I know, it's terrible. First up, do you guys ever wear silly costumes on the calls just for fun? I do every week. I think Jordan records naked. Is that right, Jordan?
Sometimes.
Yeah, that's why we don't have a lot of returning guests.
Yeah, we go on video afterwards, and they're just so shocked at how hot I am that they're intimidated.
Remember that time Sean recorded with us and he uses VTuber avatar the whole time?
Yeah, Sean had fucking VTuber.
God damn it. All right, next up from T. Wolfwood. Who took the cookie out of the cookie jar? Was it Dylan?
Certainly wasn't me. The last time I trusted random cookies, it turns out they were made with bacon grease and tasted like I was eating warm ham with chocolate.
No, Dylan is without sin. He is the best of all of us. I am insulted on Dylan's behalf that you would accuse him of stealing cookies. It was actually me because I have a pretty bad sugar addiction.
Oh, so do I, but it was actually my cat.
No.
Because she steals things.
Have you know Trader Joe's has really done a run on dog treats that look like human food? Like they have just sandwich cookies now, and before they had yogurt pretzels, where I'm pretty sure if I put them out, you wouldn't know they were dog treats.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I used to work at a pet store, and we had...
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, we sold, what looked like just cookies, but they were, dog cookies, and they had, frosting on them, but it was yogurt frosting, And it was, things that, you could eat them. I actually did eat some of them. It was almost like a mini hazing thing, and it's just... They were fine. They just taste like really hard cookies. They're just oatmeal cookies.
I always remember that time that my mom got mad at my sister because she ate all the meats out of hot dog treats for Jake.
Oh no!
Yeah, I know, it's fucking... All right, next question from Ulyssean. How many flops could a Shonen flop if a Shonen flop could flop flops? Again, it's weird that I am very good at tongue twisters, but I can't say normal words right.
I would say 5.
I would say 6.
I'll agree to disagree.
Next up, from Mr. Davey, who is your favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle namesake artist? I guess this one's directed towards you, Jordan.
It's Michelangelo. It's not even close.
Really? Who's your favorite turtle?
Ooh.
I like how that's harder. That's the harder half of that question.
As an artist, I fucking love Michelangelo. His understanding and fascination with human musculature and, the solidity that he got with, the human body is, insane. Da Vinci's also very interesting. I've never given a shit about Donatello, and Raphael is pretty good, but, Michelangelo is on another level. As for the Ninja Turtles, I think it might also be Michelangelo, because he's just, the chillest party dude. When I was a kid, I would have said Raphael, but now that I'm an adult and a bit less edgy, yeah, sure, whatever. Let's chill out, Mikey. Let's chill.
All right, I love it. I think I'll also go with Michelangelo, and I think I'm just a big basic bitch who likes Leonardo. I feel like it's one of the turtles that was substantially a tier below the other four in terms of infamy of their art. Am I remembering that right? Where one of them is substantially less important in the art world, and I'm trying to remember if that's is that right, Jordan?
It's probably Donatello, because I know very little about Donatello. The thing that Donatello is famous for is a less famous statue of David.
Yeah.
Where David is a twink. That is no,
Thanks,
that
Jordan.
is his big thing.
It's the big twink.
He made a Twinkie femboy David. That is what
Okay.
that is what Donatello is famous for. I'm not joking.
Hey man, you went to art school. I trust you.
Yeah, but that's also all I know that Donatello did. He's really not talked about versus, because on one hand, you got Michelangelo, unbelievably important for a billion things. You got
Leonardo da Vinci. I don't think you also need to explain his influence.
Yeah, Leonardo da Vinci, of course. And then you have Raphael, who is so important that there's an entire school of artists called pre-Raphaelites who basically showed up because they got so sick of how all art changed after Raphael showed up. So they wanted to go back before that. So, that's how influential Raphael is. And then Donatello's, he's there.
Yeah, and he's there too.
Yeah.
All right, next up from Bubby. If you could travel back in time when you were a child and give yourself one piece of advice,
One piece of advice, huh?
but it had to be manga related, what would it be? And I would say, oh man, read One Piece from day one because everyone will think you are super fucking cool.
Well, I read One Piece the second it came out in America officially.
Yeah, I needed to. I was checking out. I was whoa, this is really good. And I found all my old copies of Shonen Jump, and then I read it from scratch.
Man, I'm not sure.
But I was a little behind the times.
Yeah. Back then, I still had enough of an attention span to read One Piece very quickly, though.
Poor baby.
Yeah. Damn, it has to be manga related.
Yeah, or has to be like invest in crypto.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, crypto's stupid, but I mean, just buy like a couple of them and sit on them for 20 years.
Exactly.
I would teach myself how to find scanlations online, I guess, maybe?
Sure, that sounds fair.
Yeah.
All right, and then finally for today we have from ZZ Digital, what kind of figure style would you want for Shonen flop models? Like Funkos, Nendos? I would absolutely only take scale models, so you would literally have to have a full-size figure. I would say made out of marble of Jordan. I just recreating, what's that famous one, Jordan, that you always like talking about with the guy, the woman in the chair?
The woman in the chair?
Yeah, it's like a sculpture where she's like holding someone across her lap.
Yeah, the Pieta.
Yeah, it would be a Pieta of me sprawled over Jordan. And that's the only merchandise we would ever sell.
That would be great. Alternatively, I would accept gun plays. Like, you know, like the Gundam figurines that like you put together and they come.
Guns.
Yeah. No, like, you know, like you have to snap together our arms and figures and we're like fully articulated.
Oh, God. All right.
Yeah.
And then, Jordan, I want to say, Jordan, thank you so much for making the chibi art, being a great co-host, and helping with editing.
Thank you, David, for all the work that you do on the show, which involves basically everything that I don't do, which is most things.
That's okay. I want to say thank you, Dylan, for assistance with editing. You can find his podcast, Anime Out of Context, at animeoutofcontext.com, and I hope you're having a great time in Canada. Thank you, Tucker and MaxyBee, for assistance with pronunciation, translation, other miscellaneous research. Find us on Blue Sky /X at Shonen Flop, Tumblr Shonen-Flop, and our website, ShonenFlop.com. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, wherever else you get your podcasts. Come join the Shonen Flop Discord. It's open to everyone. Hang out with us, talk about anime, games, whatever else is on your mind. We even have a manga book club and movie nights. You can find a link to it in the show notes or on our site, ShonenFlop.com. And Jordan, anything you want to talk about?
Check out the game I did the music for called Biscuit Bandits. Yeah, it's cool.
Lucifer and the Biscuit Bandits. My favorite.
Ironically, it's closer to One Piece.
Awesome. And then I want to give a big shout out to Rachel for deep cleaning the house while I was out, and Ravioli for looking very mysterious when she accidentally wore a pair of pants as a hoodie.
And thank you so much to my wonderful girlfriend, Steph, for just being great. And to my cat, Freya, for stealing money from me.
Sounds good. Thank you so much for listening. Tune in next Monday for our full episode on Bakudan featuring Henry Gilbert from The Simpsons Podcast.
This has been Jordan.
This has been David.
And you've been listening to Shonen Flop. David, say it.
Keep on floppers.
Bye.
Bye.